I remember he pulled out 2 little plastic ladybugs and set them on the dash while he was driving.
A Fort Hood soldier killed in action is remembered today. This morning, the community said goodbye to an Army pilot who died in Afghanistan after his helicopter crashed while providing ground support. 6 News reporter Barry Roy was at the funeral for Chief Warrant Officer 2 David C. Canadle and joins us in studio with more on an emotional goodbye. Barry.
Imani, there was
6 News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Imani Payne. It's a day meant to give to others and appreciate what you have. But a Killeen preacher says he came home on Thanksgiving to find out his car was broken into. 6 News reporter Cole Johnson spoke with the man, and Cole, something irreplaceable was stolen.
Imani, John Metcalf says the person or people did.
Just awful. Cole, thank you. Well, it's time now for a first check of our weather. Chief Meteorologist Andy Anderson is standing by with the details. Hey, Andy.
Hi there, Imani. As you might expect, we've had a dense fog advisory.
A 4-vehicle crash is causing major backups on I-35. It happened near Loop 121 and shut down traffic on I-35 in Belton. Police say traffic is being diverted to westbound I-14 as crews clean up hazmat. They're asking drivers to take other routes at this time. It's not clear what caused the crash or if anyone was injured. A Dallas area couple was killed in a deadly crash in Belize. The couple was on a bus tour when the crash happened. Carnival Cruise Line says the 2 passengers died along with 5 others after an SUV hit them head-on. One guest was taken back to the U.S. for medical care. Police officials say this is one of the worst accidents in the country's history. And another Dallas woman visiting Belize on a cruise ship vacation was killed in a separate crash. 77-year-old Carolyn Gills was thrown through the windshield when the driver lost control of the vehicle. The driver said the vehicle flipped after a tire blew out. An investigation is underway. It's unclear if the driver will face any charges. One person is dead and another is injured tonight following a shooting in North Austin. It happened near North Lamar Boulevard and Justin Lane just after 1:30 this afternoon. A 21-year-old man died at the scene while a 28-year-old man was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition. A person of interest is in custody. It's believed everyone involved in the shooting knew each other. Tonight, officials have lifted a mandatory evacuation order in Port Neches after a plant explosion on Wednesday. The plant exploded twice, causing 50,000 people to evacuate. An FAA flight restriction is in effect around the area of the fire, and because of damage to some schools, students in the area will not return to class on Monday. Officials say bad weather is making it hard for authorities to investigate the scene.
It is very difficult for us to quantify in days how long this is going to take. We had a setback today just due to fog and the inability to actually allow our responders in and be able to see what they're doing. Tomorrow we have weather predicted. That may very well also impact our ability to respond as quickly, efficiently, and safely as possible.
The cause of the explosion is still unclear. Still to come, it's a great day for football fans with high school and college games all day. Curtis Quillen has highlights from the 3rd round of the Texas High School football playoffs coming up in sports. Plus, overcoming the odds, how an Allen High School student is making a large impact on the school's band. Stick with us. Welcome back. Over the years, there have been thousands of Allen High School band members, but none of them have done anything quite as remarkable as one girl in this year's group. Sean Giggy shares her story.
High school fight.
In Allen, I'm Sean Giggy.
An incredible young lady. Andy, is there a chance of severe weather in the forecast?
There is
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Imani Payne. Well, the season of giving is upon us, and a new area nonprofit is focusing on just that this weekend by handing out free coats to those in need. 6 News reporter Jasmine Caldwell explains why the organization says this is so much more than just a coat drive.
I'm Jasmine Caldwell.
The coat drive is this Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. at Indian Spring Middle School. Well, it's time now for a first check of our weather. Chief Meteorologist Andy Anderson is standing by with the details. Hey, Andy.
Hey there, Amani. I heard you talking before the newscast. Your hair was going crazy. The reason being is because of the high humidity values. I know. I spilled the beans on you. Look at the fog developing because of the humidity values. We got drizzle. We'll have complete details of the forecast. Check out that Doppler radar again coming up a little later in the news.
All right. Thanks, Andy. We all know Thanksgiving dinner is one of the best parts of the holiday, but some people just don't have the time or resources to put it all together. 6 News reporter Andrew Moore tells us how volunteers here in Temple made sure there were more than enough meals to go around. Andrew.
Money Feed My Sheep is always...
Well, it may be Thanksgiving Day, but many people are already preparing for the next holiday, and that means lots of shopping. Jolene Kent has more for those wanting to get a head start on those Black Friday deals.
An estimated 56% of...
And you can really feel that spirit back here in Central Texas, where many people are bracing for those Black Friday deals. 6 News reporter Cole Johnson is live outside of the Best Buy here in Temple. And Cole, how are the crowds looking?
Hey, 6 News.
Cole, you're already in line. Might as well pick us up a few TVs.
Oh yeah, I'm all on it.
All right, thanks, Cole. Well, another Macy's Day Parade is in the books despite weather concerns in New York City. The cast of the Tina Turner musical brought soul to the streets of Manhattan today, followed by the Radio City Rockettes. New high-flying balloons like SpongeBob and Green Eggs and Ham were almost grounded today because of strong winds, but luckily conditions calmed down and the parade continued, officially kicking off the holiday season. In a crowded field of canine candidates, a bulldog named Thor brings home the win at this year's National Dog Show. The sweet pup took home Best in Show. Thor won the non-sporting group before taking on other top dogs like the English Sheepdog and the Husky. This was the 18th year for the National Dog Show. And today is known for overeating, which can lead to expanding waistlines, but it's still possible to be a smart eater. Experts with Baylor College say the best thing you can do is follow the so-called plate method. Half of your plate should contain non-starchy vegetables, 1/4 should be protein, and another 1/4 should be starch. When it comes to alcohol, experts say don't top off your wine glass because it makes it harder to keep track of just how much you're consuming. Well, President Donald Trump made a surprise visit to Afghanistan today to spend time with U.S. troops on Thanksgiving. The president spent more than 2.5 hours on the ground. The president and First Lady made a similar trip last year to Iraq on Christmas night, their first to an active conflict zone.
But there's rather celebrate this Thanksgiving than right here with the toughest, strongest, best and bravest warriors on the face of the earth. You are indeed that.
Vice President Mike Pence also visited troops in Iraq this week. Still to come, a Kansas hospital has a lot on their hands this Thanksgiving. We'll tell you why 12 families now share a very unique bond. Plus, movies to watch. Director Sean Hobbs has an all-new director's chair after the break. Stick with us. Welcome back. If you need plans tonight, there are a bunch of new movies to watch at the theater. Director Sean Hobbs has a breakdown of what's out in an all-new director's chair.
Thanks. An all-star cast gathers for a Clue murder mystery and Knives Out, one of your big new movies. 3.5 stars. You can see it right now on Netflix. Happy Thanksgiving from the director's chair.
Alrighty, some good picks there. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's something that's never happened at St. Luke's Hospital before. The hospital's NICU department is caring for 12 sets of twins. Hospital administrators believe this is the largest number of twins it's ever cared for at one time. The babies were born anywhere from 5 to 14 weeks early. The Williams family welcomed Jack and Judah 14 weeks early.
It's exciting and fun and scary, but everyone here at St. Luke's has been fantastic.
According to the CDC, twin births are declining. The numbers went down by 4% from 2014 to 2019. The script of the final Star Wars movie was nearly sold on eBay, almost spoiling the finale for all of the fans. Officials say the Rise of the Skywalker script was on sale on eBay, and the culprit for the leak was stormtrooper turned resistance fighter John Boyega. The British actor promises it was an accident, saying he left his script under his bed and that a cleaner found it and put it up for sale for just $84. Thankfully, a Disney employee found the script online and was able to get it back before it was sold. We'll be right back. And before we go, NBC Nightly News anchor Lester Holt has a special Thanksgiving message to share.
Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving from my family, Lucy included, she's part of the family. My annual tradition is making the pumpkin pie, and you know what else is annual? I always forget. I don't have the 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. I don't even really know what that is, but every year it goes in the pie. I hope my pie is the least of my Thanksgiving worries. I hope you have the ingredients for a fabulous holiday. A reminder, I'm off today, Thanksgiving, but I'm back in the chair Friday for Nightly News. Until then, so long and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
That's all our time for now. See you at 6. Right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Imani Payne. We begin tonight with the first check of our weather. It was a bit of a chilly Thanksgiving. I had to go and grab my coat. Chief Meteorologist Andy Anderson is standing by with the details. Hey, Andy.
And there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere as well, Imani, and that's...
Well, Thanksgiving has not wrapped up just yet, but the Black Friday frenzy is already beginning here in Central Texas. 6 News reporter Cole Johnson is live at the Target here in Temple. Cole, how's it looking out there?
Johnson, 6 News.
Just keep that camera rolling so I can pick out a few things there behind me too.
Will do.
All right, thanks, Cole. A new area nonprofit is giving out free coats to those in need this weekend. The New Black Collective is a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to the improvement and advancement of the community. This Saturday, the organization will give back by handing out free winter wear and coats to those in need.
They'll have like vendor tables and things like that. There's going to be free hot chocolate and cookies. And of course, they'll get a coat. We have sizes from infant to adult. So it's really a community event for everybody.
The coat drive is this Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Indian Spring Middle School in Waco. Homelessness is on the rise across the nation, and there have been quite a few new faces at the Feed My Sheep nonprofit in Temple. But thanks to volunteers across the city, there was still plenty for people in need to eat. 6 News reporter Andrew Moore is here to explain. Andrew.
Imani, Feed My Sheep director Stacy Mason says the homeless situation has gotten so bad in places like Austin, they're seeing some of...
President Donald Trump made a surprise visit to Afghanistan today to spend time with U.S. troops on Thanksgiving. The president spent more than 2.5 hours on the ground. The president and First Lady made a similar trip last year to Iraq on Christmas night, their first to an active conflict zone.
We flew 8,331 miles to be here tonight for one simple reason, to tell you in person that this Thanksgiving is a special Thanksgiving. We're doing so well. Our country is the strongest economically it's ever been. We have never done so well. We have the greatest economy anywhere in the world. So it's nice to know that you're fighting for something that is doing well as opposed to something that was not doing well.
Vice President Mike Pence also visited troops in Iraq this week. Still to come, Nicky Lattarulo was with the undefeated Connolly Cadets this morning as they prepare for round 3 of playoffs. We'll hear from head coach Shane Anderson in sports. Plus, Black Friday deals are here. We'll tell you the best bargains in Central Texas coming up after the break. Stick with us. Welcome back. The Black Friday frenzy is picking up steam here in Central Texas. 6 News reporter Cole Johnson is at the Target here in Temple with more on the major deals. Hey, Cole.
All right, Imani, we're going to keep shopping. I'm going to see if I can find you anything in here.
Cole,
but I'm going to toss it back to you in the studio.
The next time we come back to you, I want to see that cart filled up, okay? There's no time to waste.
Okay, I'll work on it. Yes, I will find something.
All right, thanks, Cole. Well, weather is next. Andy, will we see any rain tonight?
Well, yeah, it looks like there's going to be rain tonight and through the day for you shoppers. Here's the forecast. It doesn't look pretty, does it?
Expect more. This is 6 News at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Imani Payne. Well, Thanksgiving has come to a close, but the Black Friday madness is just beginning. 6 News reporter Cole Johnson joins us from the Temple Target. Cole, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Monty, people are coming out of their food studio.
Cole, okay, moment of truth. Did you get us anything?
I haven't gotten anything yet. It's coming.
All right.
It's coming.
All right, thanks, Cole. And it's a holiday miracle for Robinson Family Farm co-owner Brian Robinson. A rare condition left him in the ICU for over a month, but tonight he's been moved back to a regular hospital room. Brian was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome in October after becoming paralyzed from the neck down. In a Facebook post, Brian's wife says he's now off of the ventilator and that he passed his swallow test. She went on to say he may be able to enjoy some Thanksgiving treats soon, but he's not out of the woods just yet. So for ways to donate to the family, visit KCENTV.com. A new area nonprofit is giving out free coats to those in need this weekend. The New Black Collective is a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to the improvement and advancement of the community. This Saturday, the organization will give back by handing out free winter wear and coats to those in need.
They'll have like vendor tables and things like that. There's going to be free hot chocolate and cookies. And of course, they'll get a coat. We have sizes from infant to adult. So it's really a community event for everybody.
The coat drive is this Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Indian Spring Middle School in Waco. A Temple nonprofit helps serve the community today by passing out free Thanksgiving meals. As of 1 p.m. today, Feed My Sheep had given out 130 meals to the homeless. Due to the cold weather, the organization also handed out hats and blankets. Feed My Sheep wasn't the only group helping out. The Hedrick family also came together with another group of volunteers to hand out meals in Jones Park. Donald Hedrick says he knows what it feels like to be in need, and now he wants to pay it forward.
It's just we didn't have much, so now that we're in a better position, we like to help other people, and, hopefully that'll bring their hopes up.
The Hedrick started bringing people food 4 years ago with only 25 plates. Now they are able to provide 125. Well, it was the reunion of a lifetime. After being kidnapped at just 9 years old, an Austin man waited 16 long years to meet his mother. And tonight, the wait is over. Marie Salazar shows us how he finally found her with a video on YouTube. And tonight, 6 more things to know. Evacuation orders remain in place in Port Neches after a plant exploded twice on Wednesday. 3 people were injured and several homes damaged in that explosion. Officials plan to meet tomorrow to determine if and when evacuation orders will be lifted. The cause of the explosion is still under investigation. President Donald Trump made a surprise visit to Afghanistan today to spend time with U.S. troops on Thanksgiving. The president spent more than 2.5 hours on the ground. The president and First Lady made a similar trip last year to Iraq on Christmas night, their first to an active conflict zone. The script of the final Star Wars movie was nearly sold on eBay, almost spoiling the finale for all of the fans. Officials say the culprit for the leak was John Boyega. The British actor says he left the script under his bed and that a cleaner found it and put it up for sale for just $84. Thankfully, a Disney employee found the script online and was able to get it back before it was sold. A parade marcher took quite the tumble after being knocked over by a balloon during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Video shows that person get knocked over by a giant nutcracker balloon. Handlers say it was due to strong wind conditions, which almost grounded the iconic balloons, but officials decided to let them fly. In a crowded field of canine candidates, a bulldog named Thor brings home the win at this year's National Dog Show. The sweet pup took home Best in Show. Thor won the non-sporting group before taking on other top dogs like the English Sheepdog and the Husky. This was the 18th year for the National Dog Show. And one man brought a little holiday cheer to shoppers at a Montana Costco. The man performed a concert on a piano at the store, playing a jolly version of Blue Christmas. The music was surely a nice treat for shoppers during what can be a very busy and stressful time of year. Look at that. Now let's get a check of that Black Friday forecast. Andy.
Hi there, everybody. Yeah, it's cloudy across Central